If I traded it all, if I gave it.
Welcome back, everyone. And I know that it's Thanksgiving and everybody's getting ready, but that's great because a lot of people are on the road. It's kind of warm a little bit.
They say it's going to be record temperatures tomorrow, Carol, for Turkey Day.
I can't believe it. I have with me Solar Sandy. Solar Sandy has been on a mission. She's here to talk. And don't go, oh, God, here we go again. There's a great reason why she's
There
here.
absolutely is. First of all, happy Thanksgiving, Carol, to you and to all of our listeners that are listening to us. And they're absolutely, I've been on a mission. I was on an appointment this morning. That's kind of why I look disheveled, running around like a crazy woman.
That's okay. You're on radio and someone sees you.
Thank you. Thank goodness. So, you know my story, Carol. I'm a mom and a grandma and a retired nurse. My daughter's bill was $565. This was 4 years ago. Of course, she lives in Hawaii, but $565 anywhere is expensive. And people's bills are getting to that place here in Arizona. But during that time, when she called me, I couldn't help her pay her power bill. And I needed to find a solution for her. She couldn't pay it, and I couldn't pay it. We didn't want the electricity getting cut off. So I, like most people, didn't know anything about solar. And I rolled up my sleeves and I started looking into it for her. And, I found out solar saves you money off your electricity. So I got her going solar over 4 years now. And I couldn't go back to nursing because of my back, etc., my injuries. And I said, how many people don't understand how their electricity charges are and how they keep going up year after year after year, even when they're using less power? And Carol, I've been on your show for a year, and in the year that I've been on here, APS has gone up. They went up in August. They're going to go up again May 1st. And people don't have all the understanding on how their power even works. I was in an SRP family's home today explaining about demand charges. When you turn the lights on and off, that's actually how your demand charge goes up and up. You know how our mothers used to tell us, Carol, turn the lights off?
Are you telling me we should keep them on?
It's actually better.
Okay, Jordy, you can leave your lights on.
When you go in and out of a room, if you turn your lights on and off, it actually creates a higher demand. And SRP people, this is very important for them. In the summertime, Carol, I know you're SRP, your demand goes up. So the power bill, the cost of the power is a certain portion of the bill. But how the electric companies charge us on the demand, on the on-peak, during the peak of the day, those are the charges that are killing people in SRP. And the reason I'm so excited to be on with hopefully so many people listening, Vince and Ellen, if you're listening, I had told Vince and Ellen, hold on, I'm coming. And I finally got to see them today, and they're so excited. It's so nice to meet them. They're just the nicest couple. And when they go solar, and combined with this one other secret that I have up my sleeve for my SRP families, they'll be saving at least 25 to 40% off their power bills. And I now can help my SRP families too.
I was just going to say that because, when you said that, hold on, for the last year, you have basically, since only until last week, did you start saying, I'm so excited because if you thought that she was on a lot before, she's going to be on even more because now she can help almost anybody, you said.
I can. If you're in ED3, if you're in Payson, if wherever you are, whatever electric company, I can help you. This is the way I am, Carol. When I was a nurse, I studied to become a very good nurse, and always we had to take classes to update us on conditions and medication and patient care, etc. Well, the same thing, that's what I bring to my families as Solar Sandy. I don't just stop at one solution. I have now a whole toolbox available to me to help as many families as I can save money on a bill that they're already spending a lot of money on that's going to continue to go up. My SRP families, I can hardly wait to see all of you because no matter how little or how much power you're using, I have a solution for you. And this one particular tool that I have in my tool belt doesn't necessarily mean that you're even going solar. So it just depends on each of my families on who I'm going to see, but it's going to save you a lot of money off your electric bill. So they've got to call me so I can do an energy evaluation. I brought you your own kilo.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So she's been talking. I'm letting her talk. Okay, now I'm going to cut in. So first of all, you want to call her and go up on her website. I don't care if you've heard her, if every person has a different situation.
Absolutely.
So what you need to do is just give her a call. It's a free, no obligation consultation. She comes to you and she'll tell you how much money that she could save you on a bill that you're already paying way too much money on already. So her phone number is 623-850-8229. The website is AskSolarSandy.com. Now, I'm stopping here for just a second because not only is she going to give you an incentive that you've got that till the end of the year. It's $350. She upped it to $350 as her thank you to you. You qualify, and most people do. And I'm so excited because now I can say, the whole time she's been talking, I thought to myself, gosh, I'm not with APS, but I would really love it when she is. And so last week we talked and she said, I'm going to send it to you. And she just did my kilowatt worksheet. And so I'm so excited about it. It's so simple. It looks like it. I have it in my hand. It's, first of all, the one I like about it most is that it's got large writing.
Exactly.
That's number one. Large, big writing. And it's just really simple. You just put in your total amount for the each month. And that's it. So it's really simple, and then she'll take it from there.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to be doing mine. And all you people out there better be starting to do yours too.
Absolutely. And I just did some updates to my website, Carol. So when they go to my website, they can either download it. If somebody needs help with their, I'll call it their solar homework. If they need help with their solar homework, call me and I'll help them. But I've made it easy for the people that they can just download it and they can fill it out right on their computer and send it back to me, lickety-split.
Lickety-split. And that's what it's all about right now because, these what are they called? The hikes are going to be coming up.
There's every year, Carol, our bills are going to go up. APS is going to go back up again May 1st. I brought you the article. Did you read through it last time?
Yes, I have this one, yes.
Okay, this was in the newspaper. Literally, people who have been on the Savers plan that APS helps them, that's not available anymore. Supercooling is not going to work anymore. So this is an option for people to look at. You work so hard to be in your home, to go home at the end of the day. Now, you've got 3 to 8 p.m. is the most expensive power and demand charges just like SRP has. So my APS people, please, there's only one of 4 rate plans. May 1st, you have to choose one of those. If you don't like the rate plan you choose, APS says, oh, well, you have to wait 90 days to get off of it. So, Carol, it's so important they sit down with me now to look at an alternative plan, which is PYOP, produce your own power and pay less for it, and put more of your hard-earned money back in your pocket. The people who've heard me before, maybe some of them have even met with me, Carol, I've got different programs than I did a year ago. Like I said, I am on a mission to help and educate as many families as I can. And I told Vince and Ellen this morning, they were there in Hawaii just a couple of years ago. They said, Sandy, it seemed every building we looked at in Hawaii had solar on it. I said, that's because the power became so expensive. The only way people could afford to live in their homes was going solar. Because my daughter's community, 90 to 95% of the homes have solar on it. And we're getting to that point here in Arizona because the electric companies are making it harder and harder and harder. You might have been able to keep your power, your thermostat at 80 or 82 last year and be able to tolerate your bills. This year, you're going to have to keep your house at 90 or 92 to have tolerable electric bills. They're figuring out all these ways to make it even more and more difficult for people to live in their own homes and control how much power they're using and how much they're paying for it. So I am here to help people understand it, educate and inform. Just like when I was a nurse, when I used to go in and give medication, Carol, I told them, this is why I'm giving you this medicine, and this is what to expect and how you feel and the contradictions. So it's the same thing that I'm doing for my families here. I go and explain to them, here's what you're doing right now with APS or SRP or any other electric company. This is what they, with very conservative increases are going to look like, because I don't do this to go boo, scare you that it's going to go up 100% next year. No, reasonable expectations of what the electric company are forecasting their rate increases to be, and then I show them a solution. And if they like the savings and they understand the process, Carol, they're going to be saving money on a bill that they're already spending too much money on, and to get started it costs them nothing, as long as they own their own home and have a credit score of at least 640 or 650 to get started.
Now, she goes valley-wide. It's a free, no-obligation consultation. She's on the mission to help us all, and she really, really, truly is. She's so excited about being able to help now almost anyone. So everybody has a different story. It's just like when we went through the crisis and people were having problems with their homes years ago. Now, it's the same sort of situation. Everyone has a different story. I don't care if you've talked to her. She has new information that always comes up new. Talk to her. Find out what she can do for you on a bill that you're already paying way too much money on. Now, you can call her. Her number is area code 623-850-8229. The website is AskSolarSandy.com. Go up there, get your kilowatt worksheet like I've got mine, fill it out, and find out how much money she can save you on a bill you're already paying for. It's AskSolarSandy.com.
If I traded it all.
Welcome back. We are talking with Solar Sandy, and we're going to try and go right into the next segment without having to talk too much, because I want her to be able to get out all this information that she has. There's just so much. So first of all, I also want to say before we do that if you own a home, if you're renting, if you own a condo, there are so many different ways that she can now do solar on you said on the ground.
Ground mount, if it's a difficult type of roof that panels might not fit up there, or it's a difficult roof structure, we can put them on the ground. So there's just about no scenario that I can't help somebody save money off their electricity costs, Carol. So that's why they need to get in touch with me, do their kilowatt worksheet, and get in touch with me. That's why my website is Ask Solar Sandy. Call me and ask questions. I don't mind answering questions. I actually enjoy doing that, because my number one thing is to educate and inform so people can make an educated decision to save money on an essential bill. And if you look at the articles that I sent, if you trust the news media and the publications, the information that was put out over the summertime, we talked about this, Carol. APS was saying that people's bills were only going up, what, $6? Well, that was just part of the truth. So now this is a fellow, Ron Geldling, who wrote to the regulators after getting his first new bill. This is absolutely the worst robbery of my money I've ever seen. I will now literally be going hungry in order to make APS a little richer. Gelding said his September bill was $50 more than August, even though he used less power. And this is what people are experiencing right now, when we typically are starting to get our lower bills in September, October, November, when it starts to cool off some. People are seeing their bills going up. People on equal pay, their equal pays are jumping $40, $60, $80. And that is the first part of a two-part increase. If they wait till the second part of this increase, May 1st, and they get locked into one of those new rate plans, they will not be able to get off of it for 90 days. So that is why they need to sit down with me now to review their electricity, how they consume it, how much they need, and I'm going to give them 100% of the power that they need and a smidge more. So the reason being is APS is buying that power now from them. So I'm going to give my families all in APS all the power they need and that extra, so that they have a zero bill and potentially a check from APS at the end of the year. And you know, I've brought bills in, Carol, that have shown $111.70 credits. So this is not me fictitiously making up numbers.
No, I have it in
when
my hand.
I design for my families, because I don't do a cookie cutter. There's lots of other companies out there that will just give a cookie cutter size, one size fit all. No, every family's consumption, even if it's exactly the same size house, use different amounts of power. So this takes time to design, look into, do an energy evaluation, and I can even go a step further. There's other measures that I can help them with in their home, variable speed pool pumps, solar water heaters, all kinds of things that I now have in my tool belt to help lower the electricity that they need in their home, therefore saving them off their electricity bill, and in APS potentially getting a check back from them. SRP people, again, 40% off of their bills. And this is one device that I have in combination of solar. So this is very powerful, Carol. I can help just about everyone save money off a bill that isn't going away and it's never going down. The only place that electricity bills are going is up, up, up.
And all she is about is educating everybody out there. So you can check her out on her website. It is AskSolarSandy.com. Get your kilowatt worksheet. That's your homework. I've got mine.
That's your solar homework.
So, you know what? Everybody should be doing it, and just get that information to her. Find out how much money. It's a no obligation, free consultation. Whatever you decide with it, you do. She's also, by the end of this year, this is when this ends, but she's giving everybody a $350, it's a incentive. It's called a solar savings incentive.
It's a thank you, because people had such high bills this year, Carol, and now they're seeing such high bills in September, October, November, December, and December are some of our highest bill months. So I'm trying to get people to realize this is the best time of year to go solar. If they qualify and move forward, this is my way of saying thank you to help them. They can use the money for whatever they want, Carol, but they can put it towards their last high power bill.
That's
and
what
say,
you want.
See you later.
But it's really nice to be able to have something like that where you, if you're with APS, your roof might even be making money for you.
Absolutely.
The only way you're going to find out is by talking and asking her, by going onto her website. It's AskSolarSandy.com. You can call her. She loves for you to call her. Her number is 623-850-8229. She's helped one of my friends. I know that for sure. She's helped a lot of our listeners. She's been coming on this show for a long time, almost like practically.
It's over a year. It's over a year now.
It's over a year. And it's because she found a way to be able to talk to a lot of people and get this information out. What you do with it once you talk to her is your choice.
Right. People, most people that I see, Carol, none of them would refuse if the electric company said, hi, we're going to lower your power bill and send you a check at the end of the year. Nobody would say no to that. So this is what I am potentially, when I go to see my families, is all I'm doing, lowering the cost of their power and putting more money back into their hands so that they can use it for whatever they want. Family vacations, retirement, kids' college funds, just living everyday life. I mean, this gentleman here, Mr. Gelding, literally is going to have to cut his food in order to pay his electric bill. I think that's wrong, Carol. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to give people another option that makes sense. PYOP, produce your own power and pay less for it, and put that money in your pocket.
Again, we want you to know that if you own your home, that's great. If you don't, if you're renting, if you know the landlord, she can talk to them. If you're listening and if you have multiple homes, if you are renting, you have renters, help them out. It would be a nice gesture to do that.
I have had several people from listening to us on the radio, Carol, that they own several homes. They get the ITC, the investment tax credit, and they've lowered their power bill for their sometimes it's a family member, a disabled family member, and they're paying.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win. So the owner of the house gets the ITC, the federal tax credit, which is 30% of your power costs, and then whoever is living in the house, maybe it's like I said, a relative or a family member, or just somebody that needs help.
Their rent's going to be on time.
Exactly, because especially this summer, people really do not know what these electric bills are going to look like, Carol. There's a calculator on APS's website, and when you put your actual usage in there, they're pretty scary, but they're not even telling you the whole picture, because some of the fees, taxes, and surcharges are not added onto those amounts. So again, people are not going to have a full sense of what they could be paying come these summer increases.
The best thing to do is call and talk to her. It's AskSolarSandy.com. That number again, it's 623-850-8229. HOAs, they can't say anything.
They can't. It's actually against the law for an HOA to refuse a homeowner or a condo unit to have solar on the roof. I'm actually getting ready to go out and speak to 3 condo associations. One has 326 units and one has 90. So Perry, if you're listening, he's going to be the hero of his condo association, because every single one of those homeowners is interested interested in saving money off their electric bill.
Now, the other thing that I want to say, there's some people that lived in manufacturers' homes or flat roofs.
We
What
can
about
do
that?
we can do flat roofs. We can do manufactured homes. Manufactured homes, if they own the land that the home is on. I can't at this particular point do mobile home parks. I'm looking for a solution for that. Apartment buildings, that sort of thing. I can help people with businesses as well now. So if you own a grocery store, if you own a business, an automotive shop that you own the building and you're paying the electric bill, I can help you as well. A gentleman called me the other day. He has 2 business buildings and an SRP home. He's doing it on all 3. He's a gentleman that owns a crane business that puts the big solar on the big buildings. He called me the other day. He says, you don't have to convince me, I do this. So I want it on my business and I want it on my home. Carol, I love what I do and I love the people that I do it for. And sometimes it takes people hearing it multiple times. Vince and Ellen said, well, Vince had heard
We've
me.
had that. Almost every one of my guests say the same thing, that they've had it's come on a lot. You know, all of them. Then they say, oh, this guy who listened to me for 4 years and he finally called me. Why is it that you procrastinate out there, you people out there? What's wrong with you?
Vince, he's heard me 100 times.
Isn't that funny?
It is, but it wasn't his fault.
But it's
that
okay, because
that I
you know
didn't
what? It's
see-
never too
that I
late.
didn't see him earlier because I told SRP people, hold on, I was coming to the rescue, and now I'm able to help my SRP families. So SRP people call me. I'm getting to all the people who have. I'm calling them now. But if you're hearing and I haven't gotten to you,
I was just going to do my
call me
thing.
back.
So if you have heard Solar Sandy and you haven't called her, call her. If you have not heard Solar Sandy, call her. The reason is because now she can help anybody. So the only way you're going to find out if she can, all you have to do is give her a call. That number is 623-850-8229. Get your kilowatt worksheet like I've got mine. I'm filling out mine. And that's at AskSolarSandy.com. And save money on a bill that you're paying way too much money on.
It's funny.